Hi, this is Tim Campbell with Action Coach of Indiana and our Business Spotlight series. The purpose is to interview local business owners and promote them on our social channels and our email database as a way of giving back to the community, because we know that when all small businesses are strong, then the economy is strong. So this is a service that we provide for free. And today I have the pleasure of speaking with Tasha. Welcome to the show. It's great to have you on today.
Thanks for having me today. I appreciate it.
Awesome. So, hey, before we talk about the business side, why don't you introduce yourself and then tell us a little bit about you personally?
Yeah, so my name is Tasha Hall. I'm an orthodontist in Indianapolis, Indiana. And so I kind of practice all over the greater Indianapolis area, which we'll get to here in a bit. So I live downtown. I love Indianapolis. I was born and raised here. Went away for school for a little bit, but I'm back with my husband, and family all lives here, and that's about it. Live here with my dog.
Fantastic. And what's your dog's name?
Roxy.
Roxy.
Yeah.
Wonderful. All right. So let's talk about your business. And if I was to say, give us a 60-second commercial, how would you describe your business to folks?
Yeah, I think, we've got a variety of practices across the greater Indianapolis area. It's myself and my associate, Dr. Raber. We're an orthodontic office, and we really focus on being, our three Ps, we say, being personal, positive, and professional. So we are here to, straighten teeth, but also to provide, a life-changing experience while doing that. So.
Fantastic. And the business has evolved over the years. I see different ways of straightening teeth besides what we used to tease people about the railroad tracks way back when. So tell us a little bit about the different ways that you help folks with their teeth.
Yeah, so of course we still do traditional braces and metal brackets and wires, which is a fantastic way to treat patients. But we do have a lot of cosmetic options. So we have clear braces, and then we do a lot of Invisalign, which a lot of people are familiar with. So clear removable aligners that people can, take out, and then they're really, really cosmetic options. And then we've got a really cool new thing we're just starting to get into, which is like a 3D printed braces for the patient themselves. So they're clear, they're printed just for you. And they're just utilized to be a little bit more efficient in how we treat. So lots of cool new things. Technology has really helped us. Yeah.
Fantastic. And am I remembering correctly, is there a version that's on the inside of the teeth instead of the outside as well?
Yeah, there is. I actually had that on my teeth. Yeah, and we don't do a whole lot of that now just because we have a lot of other options. So it's a pretty challenging way to treat. A little hard on the patient, a little hard on the orthodontist, but you can certainly do that. Yeah, I don't personally utilize that, but it works, and it's a great tool to use if someone does want to use it. So
Wonderful.
yeah.
So how long have you guys been in business?
So I personally started practicing in 2014, and then each office that we have has kind of come piece by piece. So throughout those years, we've incrementally added different locations and added different practices. And so 2014 through 2021, now we're up to 4 locations, and I also work at the university. So
Fantastic. Awesome. And I don't think that I said it. And so what's the name of your business?
So 2 of our offices are called Hallmark Orthodontics, and then the other 2 right now are still called Rigsbee Hall Orthodontics. So I had purchased those from Dr. Rigsbee a year or so ago. So yeah, we've got 2 different names of the 2 entities. So
Fantastic. Awesome. So more specifically, obviously it's people who want to improve their teeth, but who do you serve? Who's your ideal client, or what we call a target audience?
yeah, I think that's an interesting question. I think a lot of people think of braces and they think of, young teens or kids. But really, we like to see children by the age of 7, and we just like to monitor them to make sure that we're catching anything early. And I would say 7 through adulthood. So nowadays, of course, a lot of adults are getting treatment, adults that maybe never had treatment, or adults that lost retainers or things of that nature. So I don't know if I have an ideal target. I think it's just anybody that is looking to kind of change something about their smile or their functioning of their bite.
Fantastic. And is it something that you have to be referred through a dentist, or can folks come directly to you?
No, so that's a common misconception of us, because many specialists require a referral. We do not require referrals, so we certainly check in with your dentist to make sure that everything is healthy and that you have all of your decay taken care of. But you can just call our office. You can get on our website and you can ask to be seen, and we will just initially set you up for a free consultation, and kind of get an idea of what you're looking for and kind of where you stand.
Wonderful. So the past year's been a year and a half has been challenging for many of us, and having to figure out how to pivot during the shutdown and things like that. So what's one area that you guys had to pivot to make a difference in your business?
Yeah, so we had to close during the initial portion of the lockdown. I would say that it initially put us, behind in patient care. And the biggest change I saw, we used to be kind of an entity where a lot of patients were in our office at once, along with a lot of parents. And so one thing we, of course, had to change was not allowing so many people in at one appointment. So we had to come up with other ways to communicate with parents of our patients. So that's certainly been a change, is just communication, the line of communication and how we do that. So, changing to just different types of technology, texting, calling, things of that nature. And then also, so we now support a lot of virtual consultations. So virtual consults, virtual checkups for our patients, sending videos of, post consultations to parents that can't come with them. So it's just opened a lot of different avenues that we never used to do. So it's been a great learning curve, but it's very, very helpful. So
Wonderful. Well, congratulations on being able to implement those changes. So here's an interesting question. It's been said that smart people learn from their mistakes and wise people learn from the mistakes of others. So what's a mistake that you've made along the way that you'd be willing to share so that other business owners can learn from your experience?
Yeah, well, I've learned a lot. I think that it's easy to always compare yourself to others and think that you're not doing well enough. And so when we're all starting out, I think we always want to be at a greater level in our career, which is good. It's always good to want to achieve more. But I think it's always nice to take a moment and pause and recognize yourself for where you are at that moment. So I think I've been guilty sometimes of, maybe, pushing too much or taking on too much to try to achieve, where others are, or not recognizing the little things that we've accomplished. So I think as a business owner, you are always going to have struggles. You are going to always have, ups and downs.
Yes.
Just taking a moment to recognize that everybody has those. Not everybody is always having ups. So
It's so easy to assume that when we see all the positive posts in social media,
yeah,
right?
yeah, 100%.
Appreciate you sharing that. So as you look forward to the coming year, what do you feel is your biggest opportunity in 2022?
Yeah, obviously things have changed, and I think we're growing a lot, and the challenges would be just to keeping staffing and making sure we keep people engaged. But positive momentum. I think we just need to work a lot with changing technology to keep the community engaged. People's expectations of what we do have changed. And they want us to be, more flexible, more available at different times. And, we just need to kind of work around the expectations of the community, which is exciting and different. And yeah, so a lot of different things have changed in how we provide patient care. And so we just need to kind of continue that.
Awesome. So second last question here. We're going to get your contact information to go along with this video. So folks can reach out to you to learn more about how you can help them. But is there anything else you wanted to make sure that we cover today?
No, I think it's important for people to know I work with an associate doctor as well. His name's Dr. Raber. And so he and I work well together. We share most of our patients, communicate together about both of our patients. And so, if patients are interested in seeing us, we love to see anybody. And just do an initial consultation and kind of get to know anybody in the community. So yeah, if that's something people are interested in, we would both love to get to know patients around us.
Fantastic. And what's the best way for folks to reach out to you for that initial consultation?
For just gathering information about our offices, that we have two different websites for the offices. So hallmarkorthodontics.com and then rigsbeeorthodontics.com.
Wonderful. All right. So we'll make sure to include that with this video as well, so folks can click on the links and go directly to your website. So Tasha, last question. Tell me, over the last 18 months of craziness, what's been most inspiring to you?
I would say that, it's interesting. We see a lot of children, adolescents that have gone through a lot of change, missing a lot of really big events for them. And just their schedules have been very messy and different. And, I think we all remember being that age where, the security of a normal schedule is very important. And so I think it's been really interesting to see how a lot of these families and children have just handled everything with such stride and really no complaints. And they've just kind of bounced right back to different, routines, and kind of kept everything managed and under control. So I'm really proud of a lot of the patients that we see. It's really impressive. I think as adults, we maybe take that for granted, so yeah.
Those kiddos, they're more versatile than sometimes we assume, aren't they?
Yeah, they certainly are. That's for sure.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time today. That does conclude our interview. For those listening, if you're looking to improve your smile, looking to improve your bite, looking just for a consultation on what's possible, please reach out to Tasha and her team. As I said, I'll provide the contact information down below this video. Go to her website, learn more about the services that they provide, and book an opportunity to have a free consultation. As well, everyone who appears on the show gets a complimentary coaching session with us. So we'll talk about that here offline. It's been an absolute pleasure learning about you and your company. And Tasha, I wish you tremendous success.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Have a fantastic day.
You too.